Not enough to try and go to a politician to try and get them to change the way they do things, unless you can give them these quantitatives.
The value of research in helping policy is that policy becomes evidence-based. You have a basis for making a decision. Instead of just looking into the skies and just imagining things, you make choices based on what has been presented to you.
Evidence-based policy has become a buzzword for researchers and policymakers the world over. It sounds nice, and it sounds straightforward. But what does it really take for evidence-based policy to go from being a phrase to being a reality? Collaboration is the key. Running projects together to find out what works. This is the story of how the International Growth Center collaborates with policymakers to support evidence-based policy and generate impact.
I first came to Ghana in 2009 and spent 2 years as an ODI fellow at the Ministry of Trade and Industry in the civil service of Ghana. 2013, I meet Nana. He's the executive secretary at the Management Services Department. I'm doing my PhD fieldwork, and that's when we start working together on the infrastructure delivery research.
It was more of a conversation based on my interest in ensuring that the hospitals, the roads, the schools were being put up and that we're getting money.
Martin Williams told us that he was interested in finding out the state of abandoned projects in Ghana. So if somebody comes and says that this is something I think is a problem here, and I want to go into it, research and find the solution to it. It gives us a chance to make informed decisions.
Martin and his team, with International Growth Center support, carried out research and found that the key issue comes down to how the projects are funded. The resulting project is now shaping how government institutions work across the country.
And these experiences from the research will now be drawn, and in fact they've already been incorporated into the policy framework. It then becomes the playbook, if you will, for the ministries.
The infrastructure project led to its own impact, but it also led to an established way of working together and a level of trust that had set the foundation for future collaboration. Over time, Nana and Martin began to work together on other research questions as well.
Then in 2014, Nana becomes the head of the civil service and says to me, Martin, I want to do some reforms. Let's